Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. It's class 12th, subject economics. And the topic which we are going to discuss today is measurement of elasticity of demand. Dear students, the basic methods which are usually used to measure the elasticity of demand are total expenditure method, percentage method, and geometric method. Dear students, now let us discuss with detail these measurements of price elasticity of demand one by one. Dear students, let me first explain you the total expenditure method. In this method, that is in total expenditure method, what we do in this method, we compare the total expenditure of the consumer spent for any commodity before and after the change in its price. Therefore, with the change in price of any commodity, the price elasticity of demand for the quantity of any good usually shows three results. That is, the price elasticity of demand may be unity, it may be greater than unity, it may be less than unity. The relationship may be understood with the help of table which I have shown here. Dear students, as you see in the table, between 1 and 2, that is when price falls from 6 to 5, the elasticity is equal to 1. Why elasticity is equal to 1? Because the total expenditure, this is the total expenditure made by the consumer, is same before and after the change in price. Initially the price was 6 rupees per unit, and then price falls to 5 rupees per unit. So initial expenditure of the consumer for purchasing 10 units of commodity was 60, and when the price falls to 5 rupees, then he increases his demand from 10 units to 12 units, but the total expenditure still remains 60. How can we measure the total expenditure? Expenditure is calculated by multiplicating price and quantity. P is price and Q is quantity. Here 60 into 10 हो गया 60, 5 into 12 हो गया 60. So here in this situation what we see, when the price changes, that is when price falls from 6 rupees 6 to rupees 5, the quantity, that is the total expenditure of the consumer, remains same. So we may represent the situation, this unit elasticity, with the help of graph, which I have already taught you that how can we represent elasticity or a graph in the previous lecture. Now dear students, you may see here in entry 3 and 4 entry जो है हमारी यहाँ पर, इसमें आप देख सकते हैं कि जब प्राइस 7 रुपीज़ पर यूनिट था तो कंज्यूमर 10 यूनिट डिमांड करता था, और इसका एक्सपेंडिचर जो आता था वो आता था 70 रुपीज़. However, when price falls to 6 rupees, he demanded 13 units of commodity. However, his expenditure increases from 70 to 78 rupees. That is, there is excess of 8 rupees in the expenditure of the consumer. So we can say the direction of the price fall or quantity demanded is more. So we can say that quantity demanded with the fall in price increases. So we can say that here the elasticity of demand, ED, elasticity of demand, is greater than 1. Similarly, we may understood the situation that is recorded here as entry 5 and 6. Here the elasticity of demand is less than 1. Why here is elasticity of demand less than 1? Because initially here the expenditure made by the consumer initially was 48. However, when price increases to 9 rupees, that's in price rupee, this price increases by 1 rupee, the consumer this contracts, यानी कि हम ये कह सकते हैं कंज्यूमर ने फिर अपना एक्सपेंडिचर कम किया किस पर, on the consumption of any commodity, on the purchase of any commodity, then his expenditure decreases from 48 to 45. So elasticity of demand is less than 1. This was the first method for the representation of measurement of elasticity of demand. Now there are another 2 methods which we will discuss in another lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz Nasir.